Hi, welcome back. My name's Nick Miller from Advantage Business, and today we're talking about communication and execution. So one of the things that we need to master as a business owner is getting stuff done. So we need to master or improve our ability to implement on the important things that are going to shift the business forward. So I'll just go back to communication before I get into execution, because communication leads to execution. And the first thing I need to do is identify or explain the communication bottlenecks and complexity that creeps in as your business grows. So let's just say we're trying to grow, right? So our business is growing, and we've got all of these people working for us, and some of them are contractors, and some of them are full-time employees, and some of them have been with us forever, and some of them have just come on board. And one of the things that happens as a leader is we might say, okay, well, we want to reach a new destination where we have XYZ in sales, and we want to have XYZ employees, and want to have a new market position, and we want a brand our brand to be strong in the marketplace. And as well as that, we want to bring all our people with us. So we need to so what happens is, first of all, with each new person that comes on board, there is 2 lines of communication. And so what happens is, as more people come along, the lines of communication exponentially increase. And this is what chokes a business. So what do you mean, Nick? Exponentially increase. And what I mean is that for each person that comes on board, there are 2 new lines of communication to each other person, if you get my drift. So, and then we go and add another person, and we end up with this whole choke of fishing wire just entangling the business, and it feels like we can't move forward, or we can't shift our direction, because we spend all of our time just putting out fires and solving problems, short-term problems. So this is complexity. This is describing complexity for you. And what this means is that we end up kind of meandering along on a bit of a roller coaster in a general direction, right? Let's just say general default direction. And as a business owner, we say to ourselves, well, that'd be all very nice if the market wasn't commoditizing around me, but it is. So I kind of wouldn't mind having a new direction and find some uncontested space and take a fresh position and leverage some technology and go somewhere different. And this is where I'd like everybody to go. I'd like to shift the direction to go over here. Okay, so this is where the problem creeps in. And so the thing about communication is, it's all about getting people on board and getting them engaged in this new direction and getting them to understand it. So it's about involving people in the process. Part of that is about having effective meetings, and it's about having KPIs that are relevant to them, and all those KPIs line up. So let's just say one of the KPIs is for a production manager is to make sure the product is installed on time and on budget. And so measuring that, and the customer's communicated with. So measuring that is the first part. The second part is bringing that production person into the sales meeting, make sure there's nothing hitting the ground in terms of from handovers from sales to production. It's about having weekly huddles It's about having a strategy that 2 or 3 key people are involved with, let's say around marketing, and let's say there's a project within that marketing plan, having those 3 or 4 key people involved in regular meetings to drive forward the initiative. So typically what happens is businesses aren't organised in that fashion. Typically there's 1 or 2 people heading things up, but because of this complexity that's going on all the time, we never prioritise that meeting rhythm, and we never get to the point where we're executing on long game stuff that's going to give us a return on effort and get us to and create the ability to shift the business to where we'd like it to go, rather than where we're kind of just already heading, meandering, muddling along towards. So that's my little brief on communication and execution. There's a lot more involved than that, and please talk to us if you want to find out more about that. It knits together with strategy. It's about running meetings effectively. It's about having the right people in the right meetings, and it's about having that meeting frequency set up in line with the strategic direction of the business. Thank you.